Good afternoon, and welcome to the Mighty Riders Fellowship Podcast. I'm Yania Strawberry.
My name is Samaj Hassan.
And so today, Samaj is going to share his story and his message with us. What's your story, Samaj?
Basically, my story is my relationship, my bond with my uncle, and how it affected me growing up and how it turned me into the person that I am today, basically.
What kind of person was your uncle?
So basically, he was a very uplifting person. He was kind, motivational. When he walked into a room, he would never leave without saying please, thank you, goodbye to everybody in the room. He was like when he walked into a room, you could feel his presence uplifting and stuff like that. So basically, yeah.
What kind of relationship did you have? What did he mean to you?
Yeah, so basically what he meant to me, he was basically like a pillar in my life, kept me from getting into bad activities and stuff like that, being in the streets and stuff like that. He basically helped me have positivity and guidance in my life, kind of like a brother.
What happened to him? How did he get shot?
Yeah, so one day I think he was walking somewhere away from our house. It was late at night, and basically he was walking down the street, and he happened to not be noticing, and I guess he got caught off guard, and he got shot 9 times. And then the police came. I didn't see it happen, because I was in the house, but then the police came, and then I heard about it the next day and stuff like that.
Wow, that's crazy. 9 times?
Yeah, it was kind of devastating. At first I didn't even think he was gonna make it. That was the worst time of my life. I really was devastated, because that's what I was thinking. The same thing you just said, 9 times. It was just it was crazy to me. So
how did he get incarcerated?
So this was after he got shot, and then he I think he bought a gun for protection. That's what I'm assuming it was for. So he was driving down where the highway is at, Roosevelt Boulevard, near there, and he got stopped. The car got stopped, and it happened to be a gun in the car while he was in altercation with the cops. So things happened, and then that led to him and the 2 other people that was in the car with him. All 3 of them got arrested, and then I don't know, it was a trial and everything, and it's still a whole process going on right now.
Wow. So how long ago was that?
That was I'll say 9 months ago, when this whole thing started, when he got incarcerated. That was 9 months ago last year.
How did what happened to him affect you? Getting shot, straight into being incarcerated and still being incarcerated. How are you dealing with all that?
Yeah, so currently I'm trying to deal with it by doing all the stuff he told me to, all the stuff that he encouraged me as a child, be kind to everybody, even if you have darkness in your path, even if you affected negatively by something, always keep pushing and never let nothing pull you down. Always strive for your dreams and everything. Even after he got incarcerated and everything, we still talk on the phone and stuff. He always tell me never give up my dreams, nothing. He tell me don't just sit in sadness and stuff like that. Keep pushing through everything. But before I had time to think on it and actually come at it with a mature mindset, I was sad and very in a deep state of depression at first, because I was letting my emotions control me a lot, because it's after you have something like that happen to you, and something that negative happen to somebody that close to you, it's you
traumatic.
Yeah, definitely, that's exactly the word I'm looking for. So it was I would stay in my room a lot, stay in the house a lot. I would lash out on people a lot, just because I was frustrated at the world mostly. I was frustrated at everything, and I didn't know how to deal with it. Even though he told me to do the opposite of stuff like that, it was just it was
hard.
Devastating dealing with all that at one time. And it was I didn't have anybody to go to, because he was the person that I would go to for everything.
Right.
So it was after you have that taken away from you, it's just what do you do?
What message do you hope to send the world by telling this story?
Yeah, so I hope that people with similar experiences can relate to this and like see that like it's a darkness throughout the light, or a light at the end of the tunnel that they could look at. And like no matter what's going on in your life, even if you had the same exact situation that I had, or you have a situation that's worse, it's always something that you gotta like strive for above that, and you gotta like push past that for the people that you love, even if something bad happened to them, like what happened to my uncle.
What was your light at the end of the darkness? What was that for you?
Yeah, so basically, I have like a dream that I have, like me and my uncle, we was gonna start a business, and it was gonna be a stocks business, and we was planning to like invest into that and everything and get rich off of that. But I don't know about that now. But yeah, I still do like try to save up my money and invest into stocks, and I study that every single day and stuff like that. So I just try to keep my mind on that. Also basketball too. I try to keep my mind on basketball, and he always told me keep my mind on my grades, and it's basically like. Mostly I try to tell myself that like it's gonna be okay, like he's going to get out soon, even if it's not right now, if it's in 10 years, 20 years, maybe 5 years, like he's going to get out. I still get to talk to him. Like I gotta tell myself, I gotta put the positive things in my mind over the negative things.
What has been like your coping mechanism, like with all this? Because obviously all this is very traumatic and a lot for anyone. So like, how did you get through it?
Yeah, so basically, I have like a couple things. So the first thing is meditating. Meditating, that helps me so I can like get my mind straight, get my mind off of like everything, and just be like living in the moment and like kind of like at peace. That's the first thing I do. I try to do that like twice a day, every morning, every night. And then journaling about it, that's probably the most thing that helped me, because even though I didn't have somebody like physically to talk to, or if I didn't want to, it was always like a paper and pen right there, so I could just get it out of my mind, so that I have somewhere to put it, and then maybe I could look at it later and see how I've changed. Because like let's say like 6 months ago, I think the other day I looked at my journal page from 6 months ago. I was like dealing with some heavy stuff. I was thinking about like doing some negative things. Like it was a lot going on, but then I see myself now, and I changed a lot of my habits from back then. So it's like seeing yourself evolve and learning from the past mistakes that you made. Like I was making like a lot of mistakes like 6 months ago. So say if like 3 months ago I looked at the pages from 6 months ago, then I can I can think about how to evolve from that and think about different things to do than that. And then the last thing, I try to, like sports takes my mind off of it a lot, like basketball. So I try to deal with it through that, because it's like maybe instead of like hurting yourself in like a harmful way, like you could like kind of like physically like train your body. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like those three things combined that helped me a lot to go through it.
Any like other advice that you could give to people going through a similar experience as you?
Right. I would say basically try to find a light at the end of the tunnel for yourself. So even if it's, your grades staying up so you can get into a good college, even if it's, you getting rich, making money to provide for your family, anything, just like make sure like you first of all keep pushing for the people that you love, even if something bad happens to them, for your family, for everybody, and make sure you have a light at the end of the tunnel that you keep striving for no matter what. Because I'm pretty sure like anybody like in your family, you ask them, they want well for you, and even if they are hurt, incarcerated or anything, they still will want you to like have a good mindset and keep pushing. So I say just keep going for them, and also for yourself too.
That's all the questions I have today. Is there anything you want to say that I didn't ask?
Yeah, I just want to say that everybody, including you, including everybody, I just want to say like, I hope that like everyone gets to where they want to be in life, and I hope that everyone, is eventually okay, and whatever that may mean to you.
That's dope. Well, that is it for today. Thank you for joining us at the Mighty Writers Fellowship podcast, and we hope to see you again.